Welcome to Brawlhalla Underworld, a fan-made serial audio drama produced by Baron Dipitous, inspired by the video game Brawlhalla by Blue Mammoth Games, as well as original setting and character concepts by Akiko-sama. Episode 8: Allies and Allies.
It was nice of you to ask me out to dinner, though I didn't realize this was what you had in mind.
Hey, what's wrong with where I live, huh? This alley not good enough for you? I don't let just anyone step on my turf and get away with it without a broken nose or... I mean... yeah, thanks for coming.
Well, I grew up on the streets too, urban dystopia and all that. I just thought a woman of your position would, have a mansion or something. All the other crime bosses do.
Living in a big, posh mansion is for losers too weak to sleep on the streets. Living on the streets of Terminus made me as tough as I am now, and I'm not about to get soft.
I see. These TV dinners are actually pretty good.
I know, right?
So, why did you ask me to dinner?
Isn't it obvious? I asked you out on a date. Duh.
From what I've seen and heard about you, Petra, I'm certain you're not the romantic type. What do you want from me?
Fine, whatever. You want to go there, I guess. I'm trying to get some people together for a little operation. I need as many people as possible.
What kind of operation?
The kind that puts people with big heads down in their proper place, of course.
Oh no, I am not going to get mixed up in a turf war of your design.
Oh, come on, Ada! Name your price! Also, I'll even throw in a chance to get back at Val!
I can do that on my own, thank you.
Ugh! I don't get it! I thought it would be right up your alley! We'll be fighting the establishment!
Not really. What I did back in Miami Dome was a literal band of vigilantes against a totalitarian corporation. This, though? This is just criminals fighting criminals. I see no wrongs to be righted here, and I don't see why I should be mixed up in it, regardless of what you can promise me.
Ugh, you know what? Fine. I don't need cowards like you. Just get out of here!
Okay. Thank you for dinner, though. Truly. That was really nice of you. Also...
What? Now!
I was just going to say that you look good in that outfit. Somehow, it works for you. Good night, Petra.
Better than you ever will!
Ugh, Nye can be so stubborn sometimes. I'm just trying to help.
Thine efforts are admirable, but thou hast not spent years in the underworld like she has.
I know, but still, hold on. You haven't told me why you're here.
Oh? Did we not say we wanted to see thee again?
Oh, really? I didn't embarrass you too much back at Volkov Manor?
How could that be possible? Thy charm far outmatched anything else in that austere edifice.
Well, then I suppose I shouldn't be complaining that a charming rogue such as yourself had found me once again.
Perhaps not.
I'd love to stay a while and chat, but it's not like I have anything else important to do. Oh wait, Nye is still in danger.
Ah. And what dost thou propose should be done?
Simple, I'm going to visit her.
Inadvisable.
You expect that to stop me? So I have a plan, I always do.
Because thy former plan with the scythe worked out entirely well for thee.
Are you coming or not?
Thou desirest our presence there?
I'm on to you, Orion. You're charming and witty, and there's something else enticing about you that I can't quite put my finger on, but I'm not a fool. You're bringing me to Volkov's chambers just at the right time to get the scythe for myself, not to mention connecting Sebeka Price to my office in some way you still haven't properly explained makes me think you're up to something. I'm not leaving you in my office alone. You're coming with me. into face of the danger in the underworld.
Not as much of a concern for us as it is for thee.
All the more reason for you to follow me, isn't it?
Thou art quite right, Miss Sabik. A fool thou art not.
Hi, Sergeant. This is Agent Mirage. I'm in a bit of a bind out in the underworld. Yes, no time to explain. Can you make it here immediately if I send you my location? Excellent, thanks. Nye, you're still... Nye, open up. You can't shut me out forever.
Allow us a try, please. Perhaps thou couldst reconsider offering thy hospitality this evening?
Come in.
Much obliged. An admittedly humble abode for a queen.
How much does he know about you?
Apparently enough to find my office and call me by my name.
Great. Fantastic. Now you're involved in this mess with Orion, no less.
What's wrong with Orion?
I'll just say that I'm not sure if you're very lucky or you should fear for your life.
Nothing to fear while we are here. We can assure thee that.
There, you see?
No, I don't see. But he's the only reason I let you into my house, so you can thank him for that. Now, what could you possibly want this time? What more can you do to make my afterlife even more difficult?
I've been trying to tell you that I can help.
Oh, this ought to be good.
I can get you to a safe place, far away from the underworld and your boss.
To that I say, and not for the first time, no.
You never leave me enough time to explain how it works.
This witness protection thing you keep bringing up, I have a pretty good idea already. I'd get dragged into a position where literally everyone will be against me. Odin's officers already see me as a criminal. This will just lead to all my fellow criminals hating me too, seeing me as a traitor. I wouldn't be safe in my own home. Again. But it will all be fine and dandy, won't it? Because I'll be protected in a solitary cage accompanied only by the occasional nosy interrogators.
Admit it, Fatima. She presents a very valid argument.
You're forgetting something, Nye. Something potentially life-changing.
Oh no. Not this again.
Sergeant Coates will be there. He'll personally protect you in a way the system never could. You'll be safe. Though nowadays he's calling himself Sentinel.
Awesome. A knight in shining armor to rescue me and shield me from all the bad people who want me gone. Forgive me for not falling into a fragile swoon.
I'm completely serious. It will be what you've always wanted.
You clearly know nothing about what I want, friend.
Ugh, you're just impossible.
Good.
We heard thy butler makes delicious hot chocolate. Perhaps a few servings of that would allow us all to settle our nerves? We'd call them ourselves, but we're not quite sure.
3 servings of drinking chocolate at your earliest convenience.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Should just be a few minutes. What's that?
Huh, not sure. Is this a particularly rough part of the city, Nye?
Not really. It's usually pretty peaceful here, since we're nowhere near turf boundaries.
Ah, our cunning private eye strikes again.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, Fatima, you did not.
Oh, but I did.
Mother of Eba.
Hello, Mirage? Are you in there?
That would be your door, Nye.
He's asking about you.
What did I say before? If you want him, go get him.
You are despicable.
Oh, good. You're not Agent Mirage.
No, I'm not. But she's here, though. You want to come in?
Yeah, sure. Hey, Mirage. Glad to see you're okay. Have you suffered any injury or trauma?
I'm perfectly fine, thank you. I was mainly concerned about that creep outside.
Oh yeah, I think that was Artemis. Very capable opponent. But I managed to chase her off. And you must be Orion.
Impressive. Thou art well informed.
I thought you officers didn't know much about the underworld.
Any good civil servant knows what's going on in his city. Something like the underworld is difficult to hide.
Duly noted.
So, this is where you live, Nye?
Yes, Sergeant.
If you want, you can call me Henry. I also go by Sentinel if you're into cool code names and stuff.
Trying to get me to lower my guard by being on a first-name basis. I think not.
Mayhaps Fatima and ourselves could step out and leave thee to thy duties, Sergeant.
Not so fast. I'm taking you both in custody for questioning. If you cooperate, then we're happy to provide you with witness protection.
Oh, it is thine assumption, then, that we will cooperate with law enforcement? Do we really give off that sort of impression?
Well, you certainly are more well-behaved than I expected, I'll admit. In any case, I need to ask you each a few questions now before I can take you to the station.
3 servings of drinking chocolate as requested, madam.
Great. Did you want him to make you some, Sergeant?
Don't bother. Give the sergeant our cup. We can manage without. Very well.
Oh, well, thanks. Wow, spicy.
Yes. Back home, in my past life, we called it chocolatl. I think that's where the word for chocolate came from, actually.
Yeah, makes sense. Man, the other officers would love this stuff. Do you know how to make it yourself?
It's been a while, but yes. If my butler isn't available, then I can certainly make do.
Well, as a protected witness, he wouldn't be kept in a cell or anything. We have dedicated housing with the kitchen and everything. I'd be happy to give you what you need to make more of this stuff, if you want.
I would still be a prisoner.
Well, I mean... Anyway, this is nice and all, but I'm still on duty, so if you don't mind, Wait a minute. Where are Mirage and Orion?
Huh. They were just here a moment ago.
What? She's seriously giving me the slip? And with Orion in tow? That's not good.
You going to chase after them?
I should, but I already have you here.
What's that supposed to mean?
Wait, no, that's not what I meant. Well, I guess maybe? Wait, no, what I meant to say was that I have you and your servants in custody already, and so I guess I didn't want to leave you here. We need information.
Real smooth, Mr. Sentinel.
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of screwed, making a fool of myself either way.
No kidding.
Well, I guess there's not much else to do now but to escort you and your servants to the station.
I'll call them over, and then we can go.
That concludes the 8th episode of Brawlhalla Underworld, a fan-made serial audio drama produced by Baron Dipitous, inspired by the video game Brawlhalla by Blue Mammoth Games, as well as original setting and character concepts by Akiko-sama, which are being used for this project with Akiko's consent. It starred Tiger Gamer as Ada, Buchticky as Petra, Mirage BH as Mirage, Maya as Orion, Toniko as Nye, Sir KFC as Sentinel, and Baron Dipitous filling in for a couple of lines, especially Lechinold. The script for this season was written by Baron Dipitous, with special thanks to Captain Moneybags and Pat Hyena for assistance with writing and characterizations, to Davon971 for providing story assistance and for his role as art lead, and to Stefanifro and darthMIMI for assistance with audio cleanup and editing. The artwork for this episode was a joint effort by Buchticky, Cosminie, and Smokeystitched. The music playing during this season's intro was the Twilight Grove VBI discussion, arranged by Labruski. The music playing during these credits was composed by Cat Foodinator. For more information about material produced for this project, check out the project link in the description below. To conclude, please enjoy this teaser for the next episode.
Welcome, ladies, to this month's meeting of the Valhalla Ladies Book Club. So good to see all of you again, especially the newcomer we have this time.
Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you next time in the Valhallan Underworld.